Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Throw until you're out of sight and you're out of my mind. Run when the rhythm's right. Go into the night. Floating as the river flows, easy as it goes to the ocean. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never tried. Secrets in your eyes. You go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart, heart. Breaks my heart, 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 heart. Breaks my heart, 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 heart. Breaks my heart, heart, heart. Breaks my heart. Lost in the midnight blue, shadows of the moon. Here with open arms for you, feeling something so new. Said with me you'd reach the sun, oh but we were so young. Love me till the summer's done, but keep me in your heart, so I hold on. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. So walk on by, I've got no reason to love you, but I do, I do, I do. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. Promise me, but you never tried. Secrets in your eyes. You go and run, I'll hide. Show me colors of the sky, but all I see is gray. You lost me when you lied. I don't ever wanna be crowned, just another prize. It breaks my heart. Colors of the sky, breaks my heart. All I see is colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. But all I see is colors of the sky. Colors of the sky, but all I see is colors of the sky. All I see is colors of the sky. All I see is colors of the sky. to the ground now, and somehow I feel like you don't know me. Shook me to the ground now, I don't even know how. Brought me to a life that you never showed me. Coming from a locked off ghost of yourself, but you're coming from the light. There's more to you than you ever thought there was. Yeah, you're coming from the light.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. My name is Resorty, and to you, one and all, I say, hello, friends. Welcome back. Good to see you right here, right now. Thanks for hanging out with us as the stream begins. Hope you're having a good day. If you're not having a good day, hopefully we can improve your mood, make things nice for a little while by enjoying some Rimworld, enjoying some time together. Everything else that happens on the Resorty stream. Pepper, it's good to see you. Hello, Bucky. How's it going? Blue Moon, Agility, welcome. Contraption, a pleasure. Quick Ben, hello. Windsoar and Italian. And would I miss Axix? Hi, Axix. And, Maul. Hello, Maul. Silent, how's it going? I think I hit all the names. If I didn't, hello. Lurkers, good day, good to see you. Everybody, thanks for being here. Blue Link, hi. Friends, it is Friday in my neck of the woods. Weekend is here in a real hurry. This week went by very, very, very quickly. I think in part because streams went by so very, very quickly. As I've said before, man, this new expansion of Rimworld is being so much fun, and the time is just flying by, and I feel myself wanting to play more and more and more, and yet got other things to do, so can't play as much as I want to. Yesterday evening, I almost started up an off-stream playthrough. Instead, I took a nap. Yeah, it was very sad yesterday. Poor old Noms, if you don't know Noms, my wife, poor old Noms had to have meetings at work until 8 o'clock last night. She got home at 8:30. She then had a meeting at midnight. It was a Zoom meeting with someone back in the US, and so she didn't get to bed until 2 o'clock last night, having had like 1.5 hours off to eat dinner. And then she got to bed at 2, and she's already out the door to work again today. It's ridiculous. Absolutely insane how much she works. Very proud of her, but I can't imagine working that much. It's just too much, for sure. Anyway, what we got going today? I'm back teaching again today. I'll be teaching at 11:30 my time, so we'll have a couple hours of streaming. That'll be good. The gross amount of meetings, yeah, I agree. Yeah, she's the big boss, or the slightly smaller boss, but yeah, she chose it. She likes it. She enjoys the work, but it is a difficult job she's in. Anyway, the weekend will be good. Resting is nice, and that'll be lovely. But of course, I miss hanging out with her, and I tell her that every day, and it's true. Nixum, hello friend, how's it going? So, the exciting thing for the weekend ahead, which I've not actually mentioned on stream yet, is this weekend, and possibly right now also, is the Tokyo International Film Festival. Now, those of you who've been around for a while will know full well that I've lived previously in very, very, very small cities. The last two cities were 5,000 people and like 6,000 people, so very, very tiny. Our idea of a film festival was, I don't know, the local theater put on a film from the 90s for the kids, something like that. But now I live in Tokyo, and in Tokyo they have this gigantic film festival showing off some of the newest and most exciting movies from all around the world. And unfortunately we only have time to go to one film, but we got tickets for the upcoming White Noise film, which I'm really excited to see, because White Noise is one of my favorite books. And I'm someone who wants to say it's not actually possible to turn the book into a movie. This because the book is so much about what certain characters are thinking and how they're approaching the world as opposed to what they're saying about the world. So I don't know how they're put together that kind of interiority. But tomorrow evening, Noms and I get to see the new White Noise film, which I think is not actually out yet. I think it's one of these like early festival previews. And that's gonna be cool. I've never been to a film festival before. I have no idea what the expected behavior is. I know that at many of these film festivals, there are like excessively long rounds of ovations at the end. Like 10, 15 minutes of standing there and clapping. This is ridiculous. I will not do that. I will walk out first. Also, I have no idea what the appropriate attire is. I can imagine that one should dress up like an indie film hipster, wearing a little hoodie. Also, I can imagine one needs like a black jacket, perhaps. But whichever way, on Monday I'll return to you and tell you a story about the film festival. I'm also super curious if it will be subtitled in Japanese, as it is Tokyo. But maybe not. Maybe. Who knows? Hello, Ryohan. How's it going, friend? Hello, Slivers. Hello again, Contraption. It should be really nice. It should be really, really nice. Really fun time. And semi-formal probably more than enough. I'll just wear my streamer clothes. I'll show up and say, hello, I'm Resorty. I'm here for the movie. I'll try to get some pictures. I could imagine them saying that cell phones are not allowed to be used at all for fear of people recording the movie. But if I'm allowed to use my cell phone even a little bit, I'll get you some photos and we'll show you what this is like, which I do enjoy doing quite a bit. But of course, before then, we have a stream today. Before tomorrow's movie, we have a stream in the morning tomorrow. Tomorrow is Rimworld Friday Day, the one day of the week when we play Rimworld on stream. Winky face. Soon it might be that, we'll see. Anyway, Ryohand asks, is popcorn a movie-going food in Japan? It is. The standard kind of popcorn one gets at Japanese theaters is split in half in the bucket. Half is the sort of standard like American movie theater popcorn that's much less oily, much less greasy. It is still flavored with butter, I guess. Also, there is no like giant spigot of oil that you can just keep pumping. Like, you get what you get, and that's enough. And the other half of the bucket is actually caramel corn, which I really, really like. And so I'm delighted they give you caramel corn and standard popcorn, because Noms is a big fan of standard popcorn. So we end up splitting the box in half and just enjoying both of those. I don't know if this is a fairly recent import to Japan, or if perhaps they have some other more traditional food for the theater. I'm fairly sure they didn't have movie theaters here before the 40s, but I can look into that and tell you in the future. That will be good for sure. All right, today we return to Rimworld. No great surprise there, and I'm really split on next week. I'm back and forth on do we play another full week of just Rimworld, or do we play some Victoria 3? And I can't decide. I will decide over the weekend for sure. No matter what, we'll play Rimworld once a week. We always do. Rimworld Friday is a real phenomenon, but I need to make sure I play other games of interest as well. Gotta keep things lively and fun. We'll see. But first, on today's Rimworld stream, I want to do a bit of Rimworld science. I mentioned something yesterday that I don't yet know the answer to. And from our playthrough, things seem to be working in one way, and I want to know if they actually are working in that way. And instead of risking my main playthrough to do this, I'm going to make a brand new colony to try out a hypothesis I have. And so far, the hypothesis has been absolutely supported. But welcome to Rim Science. We haven't actually done one of these in a while. Rim Science is where I load up a brand new map, bring up developer mode, put together a little story, and see if things work the way I think they do. So the key question right now is, can mechs, can robots that are controlled by our colony cause manhunter events, cause revenge events when hunting? Because if not, everything has changed about how hunting works in this game, and it might be the case that from very, very early on in the game, namely as soon as you have one mech, you can go kill Thrumbos. So, if this actually works the way I think it's working, then they're going to change it, right? There's no way it's intended that you can take one mech to go kill a Thrumbo. But for now, it might be fun to see. So I'm just going to go ahead and quickly spawn the things we need and see what happens. Unfortunately, the Mechaner here does not begin with a Militor, and so we'll have to make one super quick. So first things first, big cheating time, dev mode on. What do we need? You'd assume it does because bots are targeted by enemies. So I assume it does also, but in the main playthrough, we've had animals hunting after our character a few times, and the Militors have shot them 15 times now, 14 times, and there's been no revenges at all. So either I've gotten incredibly lucky so far, insanely lucky so far, or the mechs do not cause revenges. We'll see. Alright, so I need to get myself some robo-mechs. I assume that robo-mechs are kinds of pawns. We're going to spawn pawns, and spawn mech Militor. I can imagine this being hostile. Let's see if this mech Militor is our friend or hostile. Are you looking pretty hostile? Are you looking pretty hostile? Yes, it's stopping and shooting. It is indeed pretty hostile. That's not what we want then. So we will destroy, go away. Very good. Let's bring back that page once more. And it's gotta be a pawn, right? Maybe there's a spawn mechs. So there's human-like mechs. Those are, I think, the character we're using right now. And then all these mechanoids, which don't say hostile or friendly. I'm guessing these are all just hostile. What else could it possibly be? Do we have to actually create the mechs in-game? We can use God mode to make them fairly quickly, but it'd be very, very silly if we have to actually create them in a way other than spawning them. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it at all. I could spawn a Gestator and force finish task. I think we'll do exactly that. Okay, welcome to God mode. I am the Lord your God. Here I go. So, we could just use one. That's probably like the purest way to do the test. I'll do two though, just to hurry it up a little bit. I need power also then. Incidentally, those of you who have wondered how I've made my interesting looking bases for various Rimworld videos on YouTube, this is 100% it. People make really beautiful bases that are not inside of dev mode. I do not understand, frankly. It's absolutely amazing every time. I think we have all the pieces and parts we need to make two of these. So add a Militor. Add a Militor. Get two at you. Oh, interesting. Because we had that brief moment of combat, we're stuck on one speed for the moment. That's okay. Anyone know what animal has the highest rate of revenge chance? I'm considering just spawning a Thrumbo, but I think Thrumbos are not guaranteed revenge. Let's check the ones on the map right now. 12%, 25%. It's so low. Why is Muffalo 2.5%? I thought it was 10%. Huh, interesting. Can I then use dev mode to like finish this task? What's the phrase for it? Is it event? No, I think it's in the other one maybe. If not, we'll have to sit here for a while. Task? Event? The Barracuda hire? Possibly so. Let's let this run for a little while. It only takes 2.5 days, so we make a little house and give our character everything they need to survive for a while. Oh, revenge value might be affected by difficulty settings. That's a good point. I put it on peaceful, just so we wouldn't have to deal with any craziness while I'm making this. Yeah, we can bump the difficulty up to make sure it's much closer to 100%. Give you a cute little bed in here. How much longer we got? 2.3 days still. My goodness. And put a little power. I've considered at some point playing a playthrough on like base builder difficulty. Just see how nice of a base we can make. But usually I enjoy the pressure of trying to get things done while everyone is panicking constantly. Alright, little lamp there. That's fine. That's a lovely bedroom. This wood's in the way. That's fine, though. Okay, so I'm going to bump the difficulty up all the way, which is storyteller settings. Boop. Animals now revenge at what chance? 10%, 100%. All right, this warg is what we need. As much fun as it would be to attack a Thrumbo, we'll just use the warg for now. And we should give our character a source of joy. Is there a button to complete mech in the device? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the dev mode is actually in here instead of in the menus. There are so many places that dev modes are hidden. So, complete you, bingo bango. Thank you very much, Vera. Awesome. So, I'm gonna make a separate group. That's not it. Make a separate group for just the ones that have ranged weapons. The lifter has nothing, and so it will go and like sit against the enemy, I believe. And number 2 here, do my group also, and little constructor as its slug thrower. All right, and then all of you go on escort. Now we have to make sure we turn off our colonist shooting. So fire at will off. Welcome, my friends, to Rimworld Science. You're still on hold fire, yes? Yes. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. And what's interesting there is I thought even if it died in a single shot, it would still pop up with the "it is revenging." Maybe not, though. Yeah, I need something that has more HP so we can shoot it longer. So, pawn. Hey, board games, you startled by the stream, you left the computer on, you got out of the bathroom, and here I am. We were waiting for you to get out of the bathroom. We've been here waiting for you. It's good seeing you, board games. Try this one more time. We need ourselves a Thrumbo. And I'll put it over there. Hello, Thrumbo. Always nice seeing you. Thrumbo's in the world. This will revenge 100% of the time, correct? Where is it? 100%. So this is the test. Okay. Myth busted. Eden definitely did not shoot, correct? Yeah, Eden definitely did not shoot. Cool. So now we know that mechs can cause revenge. We've just gotten incredibly lucky in our initial playthrough. Now the question is it possible for us to fight this thing with just 3 little robots? I got some doubts, but let's see what we can do. Run, Militor, run! Oh boy, 1 down, no damage done. You can do it. You can do it. I mean, it's cool to see they'll go for the bot. 2 down. Run, Militor, run. Do you think it's a nerf chance? I don't know. Maybe so. Oh no, the Militor is dead. Goodbye, Eden. Goodbye, Eden. Oh, that's the playthrough. That was super fun. I may do some more Rimworld Science later and see if the there's some way to calculate the revenge chance. See if it is lower than what it's stated there. Does it still revenge if the human is out of range? So the human has to be in a certain range and to control the mechs. And I think there's a way of maybe making that larger. So maybe let's do some Rimworld Science later and see if we're able to cheese mechs attacking things. Anyway, enough Rimworld Science for now. Thank you for playing along. I appreciate it. Let's get back into our main playthrough. We got about, an hour and a half still. We'll make some good progress today, rather. Welcome, my friends. Do I turn the game music down a tad? Oh, not at all. Not at all. I don't know why it's louder than usual. Or maybe I'm always talking over the music. No problem, Couch Monster. Yeah, trying to figure out game volume, I struggle with a whole bunch. Especially because like usually when I change it, someone then comes in and says, Resorty, do you mind making the music louder? And I say, I don't know what I'm doing. It's louder than normal. I didn't change any settings. Well, no worries. Alright, as I was saying, this right here is our lovely little base. If you weren't here the past few days, you will not know, and so I will tell you that Lord Kelmar here is Uncle Kelmar. He's taking care of children, but when they hit age 18, out they go. The big issue of our little base is the possibility of infestations. But we're working real hard on getting our science up towards higher level mechs. Today we're going to make a whole bunch more military mechs, because I would like to go ahead and fight the first of the bosses at some point soon. And then to do that, I want to have all kinds of turrets done. I want to have all kinds of fancy traps, etc., etc. Did I make a hotel room yet? Sort of. It's just gotten started here. As it's right now a forward hospital, it will be a hotel room also as time goes by. It has no power right now because we're in the midst of researching geothermal power. We'll pop that down there and then have all the power we ever need. Architect, you'd like to play a map like this one. Okay, let me go ahead and show you what kind of world this is. So it's temperate forest, definitely, and then mountainous. So it's one of these tiles that says mountains, and then just standard temperate forest beyond that. So not large hills, but instead mountains. If it's mountains, I believe it's always the case that one side of the map will be completely marked as mountains. Now you might be aware, this has never happened to me before, but you might be aware that as you're digging through the mountains, it can appear to be mountainous without actually being mountainous. It can instead be an open area to the edge of the map, and that feels terrible. Power outage! We learned yesterday that during solar flares, the little robots still work, but absolutely everything else turns off, and that's just no fun. So, how it goes. Yeah, I know about the sword trick for the open areas. It strikes me as being kind of cheesy, kind of scammy. And I try generally my main playthroughs to not be super cheesy. Oh, what is do? Mark that dig out? Nope or nope. That's chop wood. Get the correct tool, please. Alright, cool. Yeah, I wish there was some way to fight off. There was some way to fight off the solar flares, like a way to like save some special battery or something that would keep it going. But it's fine. I mean, I think the one thing that might be genuinely awful is if all of our bots are really, really poorly charged and we can't recharge them super quick. That'd be kind of unfortunate. Temperature inside's only 5 degrees. The heaters are off, so we probably want to save some wood just in case this event happens. Especially if it happens during a cold snap. It'd be very unfortunate then. Cheese isn't the best option to fill up the open areas. I don't know what you're talking about. I've not found any open areas this playthrough. You might be right. You might be right. There's been a little bit of cheesiness here. Just a teeny tiny bit. Our little girl is 6 years old. She's nearly at growth tier 7. Also, this patch has happened now. You recall we saw yesterday that there was a growth tier percentage here, or not percentage, fraction, I guess fraction here, that showed nearly finished in numbers, but the green bar only filled up a little way. So now it's showing roughly the fraction it should be showing with the green bar. That's much nicer. So I believe she'll definitely hit tier 7, which is fine, because you recall that the first 4 years of her life was spent as a slave. We ripped her leg off. Oh, the growth bar is still bugged, is it? So it was bugged yesterday, definitely. It was at like 99% and showing just a tiny bit. But now it appears to be much, much better. But I think it's been patched. I might be wrong on that. We'll keep an eye on it and see what's what. Alright. I believe I suspended simple meals. No, I didn't. It's just not getting done right now. So Kelmar is on job 1 cooking. Kelmar playing chess with himself. What a weirdo. That's cooking very good. Hey, it's a Thrumbos! Should we try to fight these little mechs and see what happens? Let's give it a shot and see. No, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, I can't wait for all the better bots. It'd be really, really fun if we can get to them. Let's hold this door open. Smooth this section. So something I'm planning on doing as this base gets developed more is to put some turrets in various spots along the way, which will at least slow down being overrun by robots. Should be a lot of fun. I wonder how much this base's value right now is just in smooth walls and floors. I suspect quite a bit of it. Hollerbot, where are you? Hollerbot, come to me, assist me. Also, what are you? Wait, why is my Hollerbot offline? Oh, it finally happened. So this is what I mentioned previously, that it is possible for a bot to run out of power while a solar flare is happening. That's interesting. So you're going to go carry it to the recharger. Good, good. Mechs add wealth too? I'm sure they do. Is there a stated wealth for them? I don't see a stated wealth, but there must be some wealth for it. So that Kelmar does not cook literally forever, I'm going to go and haul these instead. Yeah, they do slowly charge at 1% a day. So we could turn it back on and have it end up where it needs to be, but it is charging, that's good. Hello, Kibs. You know, walls count for base value, but only as half for raids. Okay, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Also, we're playing on Randy Random, so we shouldn't be making any real comments about wealth and base value and so on, because Randy gets a little bit weird, a little bit spooky sometimes with the kinds of raids it spawns. I said previously I really need to plant some trees, just so that my poor bots don't have to go out quite so far to get wood. And I think we're going to research tree planting after we're done with the geothermal power. Seems like a good goal. So Kelmar, Bakwa to job 1 research. I believe you are, because there are no smithing jobs at all. Eclipse. We have no solar panels. Everything is fine. Yeah, can we see base value increasing with the making of the mechs? I think this drop-off is probably us banishing our first child. Most likely, most likely. And our value right now is only 52,000. I've been told that insect raids or insect infestation events won't happen until over 100,000. We'll do some Rimworld science here and see if that's true. Alright. We continue smoothing even though they are not really necessary. Plan to have this as a main hallway through the middle of the base. Plan to continue this hallway up a little bit and then go over the top here. I do enjoy planning ahead on all this. Time for the military bots to turn online, make sure that they're able to still fire their guns. Time to kill some random alpacas. Chick, chick, boom. Well done. And another one. That one actually survived an entire blast. Quite impressive. This summon mech threat button over here. Summon an enemy leader mechanoid along with their escorts. If you defeat the leader, you'll drop a special chip, which you can use to advance your own mechanoid technology. There are 3 leader types, each summoned a different way, each dropping a different type of chip. So we need a comm console to do that. Definitely, definitely. And we don't really have a comms console room. I think I might mine out this direction to make one. Our research room is big enough that it can fit the multi-analyzer thing inside also. I'll put on sterile floors eventually, of course. For now, though, yes, little comms room in the corner. All super fun. Oh, as I mentioned before, this is slightly offset of where I want it to be. Is that true? No, the problem is that the room down here is slightly offset. It's a little too big for what it is. And so I'm not able to do the 1-2, 1-2 thing here and have it line up nicely. That's fine. Okay, got that top line there. These again. I'll get rid of these again. These ones should stay here for block making in the future. Also, our stockpile room is looking real full. So I think we're going to have to dig out some more of that fairly soon. I'm going to have 2 separate stockpile rooms. One that's going to be like general utility items, maybe armory, and then one here that's more for crafting. And I'll put a door and a door probably longer term for that. Good morning, Mech Dude. He's making all the meals now. This will keep us well fed for a while though. And then back to research again. Our dining room, actually our classroom, sorry, is now very impressive. So I wonder if this room is counting simultaneously as rec room, classroom, and dining room, or if some of them are perhaps exclusive. So it's still a dining room. I don't see rec room. So in 1.3, it was definitely the case that the dining room would also count as a rec room. Maybe they're now... Yeah, maybe they're now exclusive. Eventually I'll have a separate classroom and a separate rec room for sure. Kelmar's again complaining about being stuck indoors. Poor buddy. And he hates the quality of his laboratory there. So for now, once more with the smoothing. I'll make some art also. That'll almost certainly help a little bit. And we'll take our Kelmar for a walk real quick. The dining room now only counts the rec room with actual rec items in it. So it does. There's a wooden horseshoe pin right here and a chess table. So I wonder if it's just that Kelmar hasn't used these recently. If he done social over here instead. I'm going to turn off this table as a gathering spot. They can still use it for eating, but not for hanging out. And we'll see if Kelmar then takes his recreation in this room instead. Oh boy, time for a growth moment. Our little girl is growing up. She's now 7 years old. She's still ugly, unfortunately, but she's got some skills now. She can learn to do other things, most notably mining. So, she's now old enough to do all these jobs. Still a few things she can't do, but she's now going to contribute to our world here. She's become interested in a number of new activities, including learning about psychology. When she's older, she wants to hunt buffalo. So we should probably train her in shooting. And I can't give her mining, unfortunately. So what should your passion be then? We're going to do social, because that's the one thing that I need Kelmar to improve on. So hopefully we'll be teaching social a lot. And then you'll learn about art also, even though you're... Oh, you only choose one. All right, social it is then. And then what trait does she deserve? Delicate, very fragile, slothful, moving slowly, needs less sleep, or moves more slowly. So growth tier 6 got some pretty lousy traits. I don't know if the traits are fully random. I would have assumed that happier childhood leads to happier traits. But 3 of these are pretty rough. Like 2 of them are pure negatives. Delicate's pure negative also. So it's 3 pure negatives and 1 pure positive. So I don't know. It's hard to think about like the roleplay ramifications of some of these. Like nothing has happened to her at all in her life other than she's walked in circles and learned stuff. So quick sleeper will take. Fine. Welcome to middle childhood. Am I suggesting I didn't give her a happy childhood? Whoa, 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 her learning level was so high. She may be missing a leg, but her learning level is so high. All right, cold snap is on. So it is the middle of our winter, and the cold snap is here. Luckily, we do have more than enough food saved up. No problems at all. And inside is now still positive. Each time the mechs go in and out, that is going to... let some cold in. But as of right now, it seems okay. All right, child. It is time for you to begin contributing to the base in various useful ways. Can't do art until age what? Age 10. Okay. You can firefight also. You can flip switches responsibly. And then probably just mining. Probably just endless mining for you. Oh, she wants a lesson though. Oh, interesting. Though she's not saying she wants a lesson. She's sitting at a table for lessons. Kelmar, are you coming on down? Oh boy, teaching time. What are we teaching today? Kelmar showed how to cook. Quizzed mindful on cooking with the nutrient paste dispenser. So she's learning cooking skills. There it goes. Off the races. Hey, Crondeus, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Also, all of you who followed offline, I don't know if you're here now, but hey, thanks a lot. It definitely is the case that the YouTube videos have been pushing more and more people over to the channel to follow when I'm offline. This is something that's often discussed on the various streamer subreddits or Twitch subreddits, that it's the case that if you want to build an audience on Twitch, the best way to do it is to build an audience on YouTube first. Twitch does not have good discoverability at all, unfortunately. That's just how it goes. 16 inside's a little bit cold. We could add a couple more heaters. Oh, also, this room... Oh, it has a heater there. I'm about to say there was no heat coming into this room because no vent, but we'll make a new vent. I'm very dismayed that our rim science is it's been disproven today, because I was so ready to make a video about, look, you can hunt thrumbos with Militor bots. Isn't this amazing? Thrumbo fur for everyone. But unfortunately, it's the case that the it's unfortunately the case that the Militor bots do cause revenges. You think it's easier to find small creators on Twitch than YouTube? So it depends on how you're searching, right? So on the one hand, if you go to the directory for a game and just scroll down a bunch, you'll definitely find every person playing the game. The trouble, though, is when it comes to like really popular games, like I'm going to play Overwatch. Oh god, there are 20,000 people streaming this simultaneously. How does anyone find anyone there? You can get algorithms like that say, here, try this person, but often they're like not particularly good for identifying anyone particular. It's kind of just random. So what's been suggested is if you make like tips and tricks videos, or here's how I play this game, or here's a bit of my playthrough, YouTube will push it out to people, even if you're a brand new creator. So that's the shtick, at least. That's how you discover people. Yeah, if you follow to the game or scroll through the directory, you will definitely get things on Twitch. Most Twitch viewers, though, go into a directory, like, oh, I want to watch Rimworld, and just click on the first stream they see, which is almost always the biggest stream. And usually the bigger streamers have a reason for being bigger, like they know how to stream pretty well. And so people tend to go to the biggest streams over and over again. The rich just get richer. Alright, a Muffalo has become enraged in manhunting. Unfortunately, it's real far away. I want to say not my problem. I also want to say, why are you meleeing? What's wrong with you? Oh boy, need some cover. Need some cover against that Muffalo. Oh man. Good job, team. Very proud of you all. These are unwaveringly loyal, at least some of them, so they're unwilling to, unwilling to join my faction. Anyway, delicious Muffalo meat. Thank you for the insistence, rather. Oh, the endless digging of our poor child here. I'm hoping she gets to level 4 or 5 before adulthood, but it's gonna be a slow, slow run. Speaking of slow runs, is it time to try installing a leg again? Doctored up to level 4. Last time we tried that level 3. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try this. So welcome to our hospital, quote unquote, once more. Infection chance multiplier is 50%. Mindful, it is time for a new leg. Now, last time we tried to install one, we ripped apart her torso. But this time, it will definitely be all better. We have no wood. We have no wood at all. Chopper bots. Oh man, there really are very few lovely green trees anymore. Okay. Yeah, those of you talking about like the way in which smaller streamers are better at responding to chat, I love this also. I'm a big fan of it. I think the only trouble with it is, oh gosh, poor Mindful sleeping outside. Sorry, child. The trouble with it is occasionally it's very hard to talk to everyone at once. Like one person will come in and say, "Hey Resorty, I want to talk about Rimworld playthroughs. Hey Resorty, I want to talk about your first video game. Hey Resorty, let's talk about politics." And so there is some level of like choosing what to respond to and choosing what not to respond to. And occasionally some viewers get very unhappy about this. And this is something I struggled with a bunch when I was first streaming. Is like, if you talked in chat, I had to respond. And it led to some like disorganized presentation on here. And it was very hard to deal with. But this is to say, like, as a streamer gets larger, there's more and more chat that has to be ignored for the sake of having a halfway decent cast. But as of right now, it's all fine. That's right, I'm complaining about the streamer's burden. I gotta stand here and play video games 5 hours a day. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. So because I'm responsible for this map and everything that happens on it is my fault. Oh, man. Alright, poor old Fringer the housewife is no more. Delicious, Timberwolf. Delicious. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate when occasionally you get in trouble for people dying for reasons other than you. Yeah. Alright, so have trees been chopped down yet? I cannot wait till the geothermal is done so that we're able to get this thing installed and perhaps remove some of the wood-fired ones. There's some wood real far away now, and you can't haul it back, unfortunately. Oh, Holly can. Alright, Kelmar, we're going to go ahead and fetch this wood. And then it's time to give Mindful a lovely little leg. It is the right leg. R is for right. Install peg leg, right leg. And time for you, my friend. I actually have Kelmar go ahead and just operate. And that way he'll go get the wood himself after a moment. What a long walk. Oh no, please no, please no. Hey, thanks. As that wolf gets closer, we're probably going to kill it. Just because if it eats my child, I'll be so mad. Alright, fingers crossed! With a 4 in medicine and a fully functional body, what is your chance of ruining this poor girl? Surgery success chance is 55%. Good. I like coin flips, just don't kill her. You can screw up, just don't kill her. The odds were ever in our favor. Look at that. Good job, Kelmar. All the way up to level 4 still. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. Now, fairly soon we'll have better peg legs for her, like prosthetic legs instead, which give, what, 85% or 80 efficacy? And they'll have to do it again. Now, unfortunately, our humans just haven't taken all that much damage so far. And when you repair the mechs, you only get smithing XP, I believe. Alright, Holly, how full are you trying to get? 61%. You're just about to get there. There you go. Alright. Refill that wood generator, thank you. 2849. Alright, to make the generator, we need to have, what, a whole bunch of steel and a little bit of components. Also, it's real cold outside. How's the horse doing? Horse is comfortable down to negative 35. It's only negative 17. Great. Look at her go. Look how fast she's going now. she's still anesthetized, so very, very, very slowly. What are you going to do, my friend? Going to Skydream. Yeah, this is probably a place where it's a really good idea to restrict the character more, so she's not able to walk quite so far away in her desire to go sleep in bushes. I'm hiding from you, Uncle Kelmar. Yes, you are, child. This area is infestable, so we do want to fill that back in. I appear to have no steel at all, so steel from here will be taken. And I think there's nothing to build inside right now. That's nice. This definitely does slow down the movement through the halls, but it's a trade I'm willing to take for feeling a little safer in here. We could mark out here to dig up the snow. Might be good to do that, but as of right now, the robots are going out there and they're already pretty slow. Look at them going. Their poor little wheels just spinning infinitely, trying so hard to get any traction at all. Poor buddy. We do want the child to still do our cleaning, though. Oh, it's actually that way already. Yeah, Mindful will mine only after cleaning's done. The question there is, why are you not cleaning up your own vomit? Is there possibly no home zone there? It seems very unlikely. Oh, because having fun childhood experiences? That's not in caring. Instead, that's in recreation equivalent. So it's her time of day to do anything. We actually have not changed the schedule at all yet. So to stop the child from learning, we could have mandatory work hours. Her next growth event is 10, though, and so she'll still be with us for 3 more years. And so I do want her learning to go as high as possible. Hey, dang newbie, you made a steel trap in the halls like that, and made your pawn lose both legs when they trip themselves. So I'm fairly sure in this setup, it's not possible for a pawn to walk onto it. I think. I may be wrong, but I think pawns will always navigate around them as long as there's a path to navigate around them. Now, if there's no path around them, if it's like here, for instance, they'll instead like walk right through and then possibly set it off. But I think this kind of checkerboard setup is okay. Now, if Kelmar's legs go off, we got some problems. Phil, these are lights around the base. So in the Ideology DLC, there are different kinds of faiths one could have. And this one is called, I don't remember what. Tech, I think? Yeah, Tech. And so when you go to build different kinds of furniture, they have different kinds of dominant styles. You can see there, Texas style. Not Texas, Techist. And then... like the shelves have the same thing and the tables and so on. Yeah, it's really a cool improvement. So you have a little more variety to the base based on what people want, ideologically speaking. Okay, so now we have geothermal power researched. Like I mentioned, back to trees now. That'll be good. That'll be good. And, right, it is time for us to install the geothermal generator. It is so much still indeed. And so we'll get more still here. Al, they need you to go back to work. It's 11 p.m. We're still working. Time has no meaning inside of our mountain home. With that said, I remember reading a really interesting, I don't remember what kind of article it was. It was some professor of something. Very useful description there. Hid himself underground for a few days, I believe, to see what it does to the human circadian rhythm. And I think he found that people who are in full darkness for multiple days will gradually shift to staying asleep longer and longer. I think he said one person on his team slept like 36 hours straight or something. So it's interesting how these things change, like the degree to which our lives and routines are dependent on the sun. Shouldn't be terribly surprising, I guess, in that we evolved in response to the sun, but it'd be cool if that were modeled a bit more in the game, and that the characters who stayed under the mountain would have a different circadian rhythm. Let's go do some quick trading here. I believe Mindful is better at social than Kelmar. Yep. Kelmar is still -5 social. Alright, child. What do we have to trade with these fine people? Definitely these lousy old weapons we've gotten from raids we'll get rid of. As of right now, the child is wielding a heavy SMG, I believe. We definitely want the chain shotgun. And actually, factually, I should put the chain shotgun somewhere where we can get to it in the case of any insect infestation. So close to the start of the base, like close to the opening door, the front door. That's the phrase I want. So we can get to it very, very quickly if need be. Old toques do not need. Old headset do not need. Lousy clothing. I'm just going to sell all these. That's fine. And then for sale, they have not really anything I want. I mean, herbal medicine would be fine. We have quite a bit already, so a fine trade. Once again, we have some money. We also have our giant pile of money in the front yard, if need be. I want to do this right now, lest I forget to do so. So like I said, the front door here is uninfestable in principle. The nearest one would possibly be here. So make a little shelf that is the emergency shotgun. Some people hang it over top of a fireplace. We instead put it right by the door. Maybe in the corner would be a little better. Yeah, let's throw it in the corner instead. This is also a spot where the broken down mechs live right now. I think we'll want to put that closer to the mech revitalization area up here. We'll dig more eventually. Odd Blue, it's good seeing you. How's it going? So I only want to put chain shotguns here. What are you doing inside my home? No. So we had to put a table out here because we do not want people coming into our glorious mountain base. That upsets the recluse very, very much. Okay. They have food for us. They have medicine for us. They got some children's pants. Do you want these beautiful green pants, little girl? Would that make you happy? I think it would. So we're going to waste all of our money on buying a present for our daughter. Yeah. Hopefully there's a positive social experience for you getting these fun little pants. Hopefully put them on. Cloth pants versus bright green leather pants? I think you know the right choice here. We'll see if she wears them. Alright, so this shelf is for exclusively the chain shotgun. It's critically important it lives there. Eventually we'll probably put armor over here also. To wear in case of insect infestation, but otherwise probably not at all. What are persona weapons? Oh yeah, that's the name for the royalty weapons. They have a special mind of their own. Cool. So that should get moved down in a moment. We're ignore Mindful for a little bit. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Look, she's wearing the new pants. What a happy little kid you are. Big smile, you bought me something. Yeah, we did, kid. And don't you forget it. Alright, so we need 340 steel here. We have 22 currently. I think I'm going to go ahead and have all of my characters, which say both of them, head down here and knock out some mining just to get this done. Now this will probably be just enough steel. I don't think it's going to anything except for that. I wish there were a case where Kelmar is showing her how to mine. Does she have interest in being shown that right now? Let's draw on the floor and look at nature. And if she had a desire to instead watch someone work, I would definitely give her this opportunity. I think it's faster to learn by watching an adult do it than by doing it oneself. I'm not certain on that though. Look at her go. Halfway to level 2. Kelmar, how you feeling, brother man? Oh, not good. Quite hungry. That's me your last. To work. And she's only marked to mine that one, correct? Yeah. Oh boy, child. Oh boy, slow and steady. Gotta finish it. No going to bed till the work is done. Hey, it's a plague! Alright, so this has happened once before. It was a flu last time. This time it's a plague. So, if I make this a medical bed, it's a very clean room. Infection chances lowered. We need to have... Wait, can Mindful Doctor now? No, Doctor requires level 10, I believe, or age 10 or 13 or something. So once again, it is time for Kelmar to hopefully keep himself alive with the plague. We still have we have a Glitter World medicine. I didn't actually realize we had one of those. Early tend, best tend. 82%. That is so unfortunate. So despite it being really, really good medicine, self-tending is just dreadful. Local Boomlope is big angry. Come to attack us. In order to make the mechs work, I have to bring Kelmar forward. So I do want to stay in bed and heal up from this plague as best we can, but we gotta go fight. If not, just be mindful up there with our heavy SMG. So hopefully we can get back in bed very quickly here. You can draft them within range. We can sleep here instead. That's amazing. So if you draft them, can they fight even though they're not in range? Because up here, they were definitely not in range. But here they definitely are. This is amazing. This makes my day. And also, I mentioned before, the little mechs do not burn. Glorious! They can fight as long as you draft them no matter the range. So I don't think that's true. Let's see if that's true. I'm pretty sure it's not, though. So if I bring them out here, they're not able to go outside the range. Unfortunately. Kelmar, are you well ahead of the plague? You are. So you're gonna go fight some fires. Good luck, child! Gotta save that meat in particular. Can't wait till we have a paramedic bot that's able to help out with this. So I'm really pleased that the mechs will work even with no line of sight between the mech dude and the mechs. So we can hide our Mechanator in here if we want to. You can't click on them and move, but they'll act as a stationary turret when out of range. Okay. Let's see how that works. So Kelmar, are you out of range now? Yes, he is. Okay, cool. So you can indeed use them even out of range. I had no idea. They can move, not at all, but they can just sit there and shoot. That's very cool. That's very cool. Learning how Mechaners work, an ongoing process. Sorry for shooting you, Bob. It just needed to happen. Also, we have a warning here. The Timberwolf hanging out with Princess Brindle. Or Bridal, rather. Princess Bridal. You're not going to go eat my horse, are you? I don't think so. Cool. Alright. Back to bed you go. Ahead by more than 10. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Meal right away in storage. So I think, yeah, meals are being put out here. We actually don't want that. So make this critical for the meals to go in. And that way they'll all get moved there as long as there's space for it. And then this is a spot where we put meals previously. I'm going to leave this as meals are allowed. I'm going to move it down one below critical to merely important. And this is preferred, so the meals will get moved over there gradually. Except I see that raw food is allowed here also. We don't want that. Nope, 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 nope. I do enjoy watching the hauler bots reorganize in the world here. Oh, little beep boop Bob. Lost a foot! So it says fully healthy. It's fully healthy in its current bodily form. It's definitely missing. Is it really a feet? I thought it had like a roller thing. I do imagine them rolling. Yeah, that's not a foot. That's a wheel. Dear Tynan, please fix your game. RP, thanks for the follow. How's it going? Hello, hello. So does that slow little robot's movement? It does. Moving half as fast as before. Also, oh gosh, need to get tending. The wheel foot, a woot. I love it. Let's go and quickly repair Bob. And back to bed. Some food, delicious. Like he's at 39.60. I think even if we stop tending right now, Kalmar would live. Perhaps. So our girl does not have a parka right now. She's not saying she's cold at all. I don't think we have a little kid parka available right now. So I'll go ahead and make one of those. Kid parka. Huh. Actually never made a kid parka at all. Where is it? Very bottom there. And just one for now is fine. So Kelmar, in the morning, we'd like you to go do some tailoring, and then back to research again. But as of right now, Kelmar can't have any more robots. At some point today, we'll begin exploring the fascinating, absolutely amazing, bandwidth increasing node buildings, which I've never made one of. The band node. Can't wait to see how that goes. Also, we now have 315 steel. We need 340. All right, Kelmar. Back to it, brother man. Oh, medical treatment needed. Speaking of Kelmar. 8960. Oh, down he goes. Oh boy. So he could have been tended. But he's collapsed. Wait, really? Your consciousness is still 70%. Are you not eating? I'm actually surprised. Oh, he's a wimp. I totally forgot. Kelmar takes any pain, down he goes. So, Mindful can't tend. She's a little girl. Can she now rescue? Yes. So get him inside of the hospital bed there. I sure do hope. That's very sweet. Little girl coming to save the big man. I sure do hope I'm right about... Oh, I am. I'm absolutely right. No cause for concern. Kelmar's actually rolling around on the floor just for fun. To give the little girl something to do. That worked out for us very, very well this time. I need to absolutely remember that he is a wimp, though. Because that will be a huge problem in the future. If we're not careful. Someday with the medbots. Someday. Yeah, our giant pile of pollution is still good and cold. There's still some nice open areas there. It's the man flu. I'm afraid it might be. Kelmar might be a little bit of a whiner here. Oh. We have no way of feeding Kelmar. We're not out of the woods yet. So until Plague drops to, I don't remember what number, the pain goes away. Until then, he can't eat. Oh, this would be an absolutely terrible way for the playthrough to end. Oh, this would be so unfortunate. I'm really enjoying the genie play. Like, having someone really good at research and crafting is amazing. Okay, cool, he can walk. What's the percentage? Is it, at 60%, the pain drops to 20. That's good. How long until he starves? He was ravenously hungry. He wasn't yet malnourished. Could the girl force feed him? No, force feeding is a medical job, and children can't do medical until age 10. So, in 3 years she could, but not quite yet. Everything is fine once more. That was real close to real bad, but still good. Kalmar, as I said, I just need one more bit of steel, and then we can get the generator online. And we should probably put a wall around the generator just to keep it well protected. Hey, Rucappy, it's good seeing you. Hey, Archatorix, thanks for the Prime sub. It's going really well here. How's it going for you, my friend? Been a while. I do appreciate it, though. Hope you're having a really lovely day. Yeah, gotta remember the dude's a wimp. Gotta remember. We don't need to fill in there. Yeah, maybe the child just doesn't understand why people need to eat. He's hungry, so he goes and gets food on his own. Maybe it's a case, though, that Mindful says, Uncle Kelmar, you're the one who always gives me food. I can't give you food, silly. That's right. This is how children talk. They call one another silly all the time. I want to give him back the heavy SMG. This is a point where I wish I actually had children, so I could make more convincing, more convincing child commentary. Something like that. Oh, glorious, here it comes. So Bob's construction skill is 10. Minimum construction for building a geothermal generator is 8. So we're getting real close to Bob not being good enough at construction to do anything. Have children for the anecdotes. Absolutely. There have been times when I've said that I wish I could have children solely to understand how they work. Like to do various kinds of naive psychology on them. I'm just curious. Like, if you, call a child by a different name every day of the week, what will happen? What will they think? It'd be delightful. Now, very unethical, etc., but I'm just curious. I'm curious how people work. And getting the pure blank slate of the child would be fun. And this is why I'm not allowed to have children, because it'd make me a monster. That said, one of my friends in graduate school had this like master plan for learning how education works, wherein he would have a child and every year or so teach them a different order of things, going in line with different phases of human history. So his first couple years, he would teach the kid, like, a really naive sort of science. Like, look, the sun goes across the sky. It must be the case that the sun is our loyal mother. Look, the trees, they move on their own. They must be inspirited, right? Starting with animism, and then gradually working forward through all the ages of history. He thought this would either create a child who understood lots of different ways of seeing the world, was empathetic and interesting, or possibly confuse the kid too much. Torturing children for science? It's not torture, it's just alternative educational schemes. That is that. And to my knowledge, he does not have a child yet. Probably a good thing. Power online. Alright, as of right now, the power is functioning just that lamp there. So we'll connect this way, and we're producing so much bonus power right now. So I'm probably going to get rid of these generators one at a time, most likely. Cool. And we should see a fairly major increase in base value there. Actually, no. Actually, no. Not at all. This reminds me of parents who raise their child speaking Klingon. I've never heard of that one. But kind of ridiculously fun. Yeah, again, I don't actually think this should be done, just making jokes, just for the memes, etc. But it is funny to think about, at least. Yeah, I remember reading about some psychologists, read about them on Reddit, of course, who adopted a chimpanzee and had a human child, and raised them both simultaneously using roughly the same kinds of educational means along the way. And they eventually abandoned the project because the child was becoming too chimpanzee-like. the chimpanzee was following along with a certain like pathway of learning and seemed to be learning human-like behavior. There definitely was a cap to how much the chimp could learn. But yeah, they worried about the human child's behavior, and so they abandoned the chimpanzee, sent it back out to the wilderness once more, which feels like very sad, of course. Very, very sad. And I don't quite know what ended up the chimpanzee past that, but I definitely understand the scientific desire. Like, there are things to know about the world. How do we figure this one out? Like, how do we learn more about the world? But at a certain point, like, the question of can we and should we both must be considered. A group of Neanderthals, I believe it's our first Neanderthal raid, from Fuomen have arrived nearby. They'll prepare for a while and then they will attack. Hello, friends. Why are you on fire already? Are you a flaming Neanderthal? So he's actually not on fire yet. He appears to be. It's so unfortunate. I was really hoping he spawned into a lightning strike or something. So it is just 4 dudes. They are melee. I believe they're all... No. So I thought that Neanderthals were genetically tough. They're slow and dumb. They're all decent at melee, it looks like. They are with genes. Okay. Robust. There it is. Carriers of the gene take less injuries than others from the same damage. They have thickened, densified bones, nearly solid rib cages, and strengthened binding factors in joints and flesh. So some genes produce traits, but not all genes produce traits. Fascinating. Reduced pain also. Bad at shooting. Massive Hulk types. Alright. How fast do they move? I think it's a slow mover. So with that being the case, maybe I should deploy my robots and just blast as we run away. Like, maybe they're super kiteable. With 4 of them, though, I don't feel great about that. Yes, little child, work in the mine. So, little child here has a steel helmet on. That's good. Should keep her safe for a little while. Moderate protection against sharp attacks, not effective against blunt weapons. That said, if this is being used in combat, something has already gone very wrong. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's a little bicycle helmet. That's nice. Hello, Food Music. How's it going? Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. At this point, I sure do wish I had turrets. Hope there are 5 robots are sufficient. And I think I'm going to wait until they begin coming forward and then go meet them out here and try to kite backwards with the many mechs. And I'm going to go ahead and move Construction Bot over to the other group to use for combat. Where are you, Construction Bot? Where are you? That's Tim, that's Bob. Oh yeah, we have 2 Construction Bots now. Bob Vila and Tim the Toolman Taylor. I could use the water to slow them down. Maybe. Yeah, maybe that little water spout would help some, or this one here, but with these kind of open areas, I'm never exactly sure how well how well we can force raider movement. As much as I do want to finish tree sowing before too terribly long, probably better for us to head on outside and get set up for fighting. Do you have food in your pocket? You do. Good. Are you actually on food right now? Are your needs generally met? Still sick. He still has lingering plague. Only 1% left, so that will clear before the battle begins. That said, Kelmar Weakling. Do not forget Kelmar Weakling. Takes damage real bad. Cyberacle, good evening to you also. Hello. Alright. Online, everybody. I hope my kiting is on today. I also hope they start attacking us before too terribly long. I might feel real silly if we get out here. What happened to the Thrumbo? This is the kind of thing I wish I caught. Not because I would keep the Thrumbo alive, but because that dead Thrumbo died of a heart attack at age what? Age is lost, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Someone's already come and had a snack. What time do I have to go today? Yeah, in about 40 minutes. Yep, definitely. Gotta go teach. About 40 minutes. I'll let the construction bots behind. Oh no, we have to go back and get the construction bots. Come along, family. Come along, family. If Kelmar goes down but is not dead, the robots continue to operate. I believe so, yes. I'm not certain on that, but I believe it's the case, yes. Now, if Kelmar dies, I think that's the end of that. While we're here, we're going to deal with this Timberwolf. That might cause problems otherwise. Good. The raid has begun. We move so slowly. We're also on speed 1, so I shouldn't get too terribly concerned about it. How far can the robots shoot? This is their command range, not their shooting range. They can only shoot that far. And poor little construction bots can shoot farther, but moving real slow. So as of right now, they're heading right up the middle. So I'm going to try to get them somewhat separated. I'm going to send them in groups of 2. I'm going to leave the construction bots back with Kelmar. Maybe not quite. They'll move forward a little bit. They're going this direction for right now. So you two move on forward this way. Now they're going this way. Big surprise. Big surprise. They're all going this way. Shift over. So, one problem with my setup right now is that these 3 shooting can friendly fire against these ones. Alright, time for the disengaging. I'd like to slow this one if possible. Run, robots, run! Oh boy, get away, get away. Okay, no getting away. Line of sight's gonna become a problem very soon. Also, we're too far away. Lord Kelmar has lost control of ShopBot. So I haven't seen this pop up before. Huh. I mean, previously just said it's died. Beaten to death, dead. Oh no, he lost control also. Strange. So the kiting thing is just not working. I'm not pulling back fast enough, unfortunately. 2 dead mechs. Yeah, maybe a better idea to just stand and fight as opposed to disengaging consistently. You see that when you make too many for your bandwidth. In this case, I had more than enough for my bandwidth, I think. Oh, come on, Kelmar. Gosh, you're slow at moving. I'm so bad at timing the disengagement at times. Man, Miltord are terrible. Miltord are genuinely terrible at everything. So one's coming this way. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Scooting, scooting. Please scooting. Save Bob. Must save Bob. So I think it's the case that we're at close range here. I mean, obviously we are. What's the aiming chance at close range? So 80%. It is raining also, so how bad is our chance at hitting? 57%. We should be hitting more, possibly. Doom Guy's unfortunately engaged in melee. So, yeah, Neanderthals take a tremendous amount of damage, and my kiting skill was absolute hot trash. So, my apologies for that. But it worked out with only losing a couple. Wow, who took this one down? Tim Slug. Good job, Tim. I do enjoy the slug throwers, the little construction nail guns. Going pretty good. 46 years old, 50 years old. Eliminate. Eliminate. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Oh, it's exterminate, exterminate. My apologies for misremembering how this works. Alright, the two that are down will get regrown real soon. Cool. That was fine. That was fine. Oh gosh, they're offline. Construction bots, you return to work group. They'll head back home gradually. Kalmar, you took a little damage to your leg, actually. So I need you to go ahead and self-tend. You're on the way to do it. Good, good. I still think at this point it is the right call to send us out and fight at distance. I just need to do a better job of kiting. Obviously, kiting large groups is not tons of fun. I think we still have a spot inside for destroyed mechs to go to. We do, so the haulers should go get those. Kalmar's in good shape, no worries. Orphanage with one child's interesting. We're taking all the children as they come. We can't force children to show up, unfortunately. But when they do, we'll definitely have them join us also. I'm going to continue working on filling this in and mining it out. So cooking is still job one. I'm going to bump that on down so that mining gets done instead. And research, more importantly. If we get low on meals again, we'll go back to cooking. Yeah, so far the only way we've had the children join us is... I think one randomly joined us. Or maybe it was an event of running away from somebody. And the other one we bought out of slavery. I feel very good about that. I'd like to continue buying children out of slavery in this playthrough. More and more. Randy is generous today. I can't want to go to sleep and such. Hello, child. How's it going? Oh, you're having a fun time? Learning of 76. Nearly at growth tier number 1. Nearly there. Wants to talk on the comms console. I swear I'm going to put a comms console in here once it's dug out. Also, I do wonder how Mindful and Kalmar are getting along now. Oh, they're friends. They're actually factually friends. That's so nice. Initially, they were really unhappy. Yeah, that botched my surgery -20 is still there. Will that eventually go away? It's been years, kid. I just need you to get over the fact that we ripped your leg off. They also don't like that they're both ugly. I so wish that the ugliness canceled each other out. But unfortunately not. Okay. Kalmar wants to live in the hospital. I'm going to say no on that, my friend. Get back to it. I start making the hospital a little bit nicer looking. I'm sure there's a mod for that. They're mad for anything. Yeah, anytime I say like, oh, I wish it were the case that, I realize I'm always going to get people saying, you know, there is a mod. You know, the things you asked for you could have if only you wouldn't be such a purist. You know. And of course, you're always right when you say that. So this is our combination front row hospital, or front defensive area hospital, as well as being our hotel for visitors who want to heal up and then send on their way. Because no non-adults allowed. Almost done with tree sowing. Good. Oh, poor Kalmar. He keeps wanting to use the hospital bed, even though it's not that bad. Is there a good way to slaughter boom lopes? So yeah, definitely number one, wait till it's raining. Or when you say boom ups slaughtering, do you mean boom ups you own? You probably mean the ones you own. So instead of slaughtering them with the go next to them and chop them, just shoot them to death. Like, it's very unkind. It does not look nice, but it's the way to guarantee that your boom up does not explode and hurt all your people. And it also gives a lesson to the other animals nearby. Either you behave or else. Kelmar shoots wicked fast now. That's going to be good. I'm going to destroy this one spot between the two fields so that our little pony has got more space. I'm going to turn off this marker for now. This is the marker that allows horses to live here. And that means we no longer need to leave food out here for the horse. Hey, you're all. Thanks for the follow. How's it going? This is us healing the broken bot, correct? Who's in there? Hey, tree sowing. Awesome. Next then is... I think I said armor and then guns and such. There's a lot of things I'd like, of course, but... Yeah. Armor and then guns and such would be good. Or chocolate. Oh, you're all very kind. I'm glad my stream is respectful. That's a nice thing for it to be, for sure. The other missing robot will get repaired soon. Probably at some point want more than one gestation station. That's right, gestation station. That's what it should have been called. But as of now, I'm fine with just the one. Little stockpile zone still has open about a third, maybe, of its space. It's great. I'm mindful. I know you want to go have fun. Your mining is now what? Almost level 2. Almost level 2. Hey, level 2! Happy mining birthday, little mindful. Gestation station, what's your nation? It is like Conjunction Junction. If we can come up with all of the lyrics to a song about Gestation Station, I will record a Schoolhouse Rock-like video and put it on YouTube, and it will forever be there for you to laugh at me. It'll be wonderful. Oh, poor child. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. I was really hoping we would get a passion for mining here. We'll see. Hello, Femini. That's a weird question. Good seeing you, though. Good question indeed. Oh, come on. It's one more hit. You can do it. Actually, 3 more hits. Only one more hit. You got it. Good job, child. Good job. Well done. I said before I was going to start removing these generators as time went by. Yeah, we're producing 5,000 extra power right now, so... run the main power line over this way instead. I guess like that's fine. And then destroy that. Do we get the fuel back? Does the wood pop out or no? There should be 43 wood inside of it. Give me my wood back. Hey, very good. I was worried it had been overly charred or something. Couch asks how I see the new unwavering loyalty that Tynan wrote about. Yeah, so the new mechanic is occasionally they'll have prisoners or visitors who will not join your faction no matter what you do. They are permanently attached. If you try to recruit them, they're best people, etc., then you'll be able to not have them join you. It's very, very sad. I kind of like this change, because I think it is kind of silly that you're able to convince anyone to join your base. You can imagine some people are like, no, my family matters enough to me, it's important enough to me who I am, where I come from, you strange colonizers, I want nothing to do with you. That's it. It is very annoying when it's a very good character that pops up. And like, oh, I want them so badly. Oh no, they're not able to be convinced. Now, I think you can still enslave people. Is that true? You can enslave people who are unwaveringly loyal, but It's not the same thing as having them as part of your base, of course. As I said before, I need some trees. Eventually, we may go ahead and put something down here, possibly more pollution. But for right now, let's just plant some lovely little oak trees there. No more Joy Child. And it's an interesting change. Interesting change. I mean, I think like the social character of raids in this game always feels a little bit thin. I wish it were the case that when someone was captured, like made a prisoner, they would consistently insult the warden for a while, and that might lower the warden's mood a little bit. As of right now, they seem like a fairly passive object until eventually you recruit them. That's unfortunate. Flak armor done, awesome. Then said that I sure did want. So actually, I'm gonna change my mind. I said before I sure did want like better guns to get gun turrets. Actually, factually, what I want is drug production into medicine production. Because we need fancy medicine to keep the doctor alive. That said, though, he's actually not going to be able to make fancy medicine. I don't recall what it requires, but definitely more skill than he has. So with that in mind, we are going to go guns. I need to get his doctoring skill up, though. Like, it is just the case that for so long as Kelmar's doctoring is real low, there's a possibility he'll die of flu or plague or something. Oh, speaking of which, speaking of plague, our child has caught the plague. Poor Mindful. And I forced you to continue mining. Alright, so you get the halfway decent medicine. How long ago did this start? I definitely didn't see it pop up until just now. So your room becomes a hospital. Good. And then Dr. Kelmar on the case. I probably need to start buying some better medicine. Definitely. I hope them for 10 to 50 or better. 75. Alright, so I want to say Mindful will almost certainly live then. Cool. Cool. Alright, so we're going to go back up to 9 bandwidth again. Leave that one back on. I'd like to go ahead and make my first one of the improved bandwidth machine here. 200 steel, 4 components. And does it need to be inside or outside? It appears to be able to go absolutely anywhere. I wonder what range it has. Or as long as you've built one, will it thrive and survive forever? Right now I'm just going to throw it over here and we'll figure out later what it's done. And you probably almost certainly go inside of a building. Because you can imagine like a drop pod raid coming and immediately destroying this, and then your robots start turning off. And that'd be very unfortunate. I said previously I need to make a little wall here to fight insects that come out of this hole. We'll do it eventually. 1 day remaining to come back online. Still producing scads and scads of power, so I'm going to go ahead and remove both of these. Having the trees growing here is not super useful. Now we're not going to be using wood here. It would be good to have wood on hand in case of a cold snap and solar flare simultaneously. This part. And it's weird that I have this little nub in here. I was probably going to start digging this way at some point. I think I still will do that sooner or later. But for right now, with the little girl stuck in bed, we want to have Kelmar return to job 1 cleaning, as the bots do not clean. Hey, look at Mindful. Oh, you're all healed up on the first 10. I think children may clear diseases faster than adults do. She doesn't have like a super fast blood filtration, but I think kids get over diseases faster. Have you all noticed that also, or am I making things up? I would be absolutely convinced that I'm just making things up. We can check this here, I guess. Isn't there like some recovery chance or something? Can't remember what these are called. Rest rate, no. I'm not seeing it, unfortunately. But it seems like she cleared that really, really fast. There's less of her, of course, and so diseases go away faster. Maybe because they age faster. That's an interesting thought. Alexia, that's a very interesting thought for sure. So if time is functioning at double speed for them, then they would also clear diseases faster. I wonder if that's an intended mechanic. The filth rate should be higher on children. They cough the plague out and then rub it on their skin. Tasty. Something like that. Okay, this thing is now online. Tuned to nobody. So I want to tune it to Lord Kelmar. It takes 5 seconds to do that. And it takes much longer to retune later, apparently. It is tuned, it is beeping green, and Kelmar now has a 10th bandwidth slot. As before, I really wonder if there's a cap on these. That's cool, I guess. That's pretty cool. Construction bot is not constructing that wall. I'm guessing that means we're out of stones. So in the morning, Kelmar, need you to go knock out 1 pile of stone, please. And I guess we're gonna go ahead and make 1 more Minotaur to fill that slot. I think I'm just gonna keep on making more and more Minotaurs because I'm not feeling super great about raids. And like I said before, we need to absolutely positively have as much military power as possible for the upcoming boss fight, which will probably happen on tomorrow's stream, I guess. Either tomorrow's stream or Monday's stream seems likely. I'll make sure it's a little later in the stream so that those of you who get here an hour or so in are here for it. But we'll see. A lot of materials for a single control slot. I agree, but control slots feel so unbelievably strong that I'm okay with paying quite a bit for them, I think. Yeah, being able to have a whole robot feels amazing. That's enough stones for now, boss. Maybe more soon. You're to level 3 yet. Getting close. Oh boy. Oh boy. About 1/3 there. Alright, go live your life. Kelmar, come on down. Don't know if higher tier bots take more control slots. I assume they do. I've not seen them at all yet, though. I'm really excited to learn that also. But just don't know currently. The child's back up and going again, so we can take Kelmar back off of cleaning. We should probably make a child-sized flak vest. Is there such a thing? Or can adults and children both wear flak vests? Only adults can. How about the flak jackets? Oops. How about flak jackets? Only adults also. Alright, is it the case that they're only the children-sized bike helmets, which Mindful's already wearing, and no other armor for the kids? Can kids wear gas masks? They can. What does it take to make a gas mask? I've never actually made one before. Chem fuel and steel. So as of right now, we have no chem fuel. We will learn to make it eventually, but haven't quite gotten that. We could try to tame a boomalope to get the fuel. Boomalopes require a what level of handler? A 5. Kelmar is level -4. It's actually 4 and -4, so exactly 0 then. Mindful, I think, is also roughly 0. Yeah. Oh, actually, Mindful is -7, because part of being a waster is bad with animals. So I don't think we're getting a boomalope anytime soon unless it self-tends. Or self-tames, rather. Kelmar's currently wearing a flak vest, correct? Yes. I'd like to make sure we always have 1 flak vest available. And because Kelmar is so important in this base, it's probably the case we want to have him in full armor when raids happen. Kelmar, I want to be like good quality. I think we do want to make a full set of armor for him. For some though, we need plasteel. We do have a 75 plasteel. There are actually 100 plasteel right now. I assume we need that for higher tier robots. And we haven't found any plasteel yet in our digging. I figure we'll find it eventually, but not quite yet. Do we need anything here? That's only rock roof there. Mountain roof there and there. We need to fill in these 2 slots still. I'm a little bummed you can't make child size armor. Like, it's probably to discourage the child soldier setup. Child soldier playstyle. Can you imagine if you gave him like full on stormtrooper armor, the giant Brotherhood of Steel stuff? Hey, we got a quest called Elvering's Insects. A 24-year-old logger. Don't need to read anything more. It was this person will join you if you take care of some insects, which is always fun, but too old. Too old. I'm keeping an eye on this. I don't think it's getting dirty inside of there, but I also don't want the kid going and playing inside of the pollution stockpile. Happens. Armor getting made, great. Only a tiny bit more research done. Yeah, if we did a good job of just like keeping Kelmar on research, I would not be surprised if we were like all the way through multi-analyzer by now, and more and more and more. He is so good at research, but he has to do so much other work. 20 in research! I didn't realize it was that high. Holy cow. He only learned level 12. Plus the +8 gene. I'm guessing if you hit level 21, it rounds down to level 20. In the same way being below 0, here we go, rounds to 0. And negative level adjusted to 0. But now I want to know, is 21 possible? It just can't be. There's no way. There's no way. What are we teaching today? We're teaching how to aim. Mindful's learning how to fight. Wow. So at age 7, Mindful is a 1 in shooting, I believe. Maybe even a 0 in shooting. That's flying along. Kelmar also learned shooting skill by teaching, I believe. Oh, maybe not. Interesting. So is Kelmar learning social? Okay. So previously, we saw an adult teaching a child social, and social went up. And so I assumed it was the case that you earned points in whatever you were teaching. You always earn points in social because you're having to talk and explain and keep the child interested and so on. And that makes sense. Now, hopefully by running the orphanage for years and years and years, eventually Kelmar will get positive on social. Maybe someday, maybe someday. This big old open kitchen. I gotta do something with that eventually. But the kitchen is slightly impressive already. I could like have another small freezer. I don't know, it's like a weird part of the base that is much larger than it needs to be for really no good reason. It looks nice though, and that's what counts. Maybe the children will smooth Kelmar's rough edges. I like that way of thinking about it. A breakfast nook! Yeah, we could definitely make some sort of like diner-style seating. That'd be good. All right, gunsmithing done. We can make decent basic guns now. On and on and on till gun turrets we go. And then I guess we want to learn biofuel. Though, I wonder if biofuel can be made by robots. I wonder if the hauling portion of it can be done by a robot. Or if we have to have a craft bot. Oh, I'm going to make the crafting room a little bit larger. Okay. Do we have to intentionally mark these to mine? No, we can just drag through. Cool. As we make this room larger and larger, I think I probably want to have a wall and doors and traps. That might be good. I need to stop putting out more and more of these mining jobs, though. Poor Mindful can't get them all done. This section is fully covered, I believe. Nope, not quite. Almost got tricked. We're digging here is no problem. You think an advanced crafter bot can make a chem fuel? Okay. I know that some of the basic hauling bots can haul like wood into the generators. I was hoping they could also haul the wood or corn into the biofuel machine. We have a new Militor, I believe. It is time for us to name a new robot. Militor number 1 needs to go to the dormant group. Actually, there are other ones in group 1 too. You go to your zone first. Yeah, the ones that were resurrected automatically join group 1. So friends, I need a name for another shotgun bot. They're currently called what? What are they currently called? Ash, Shotbot, Bucky, Bullet Broom, Doom Guy, and something else involving shotguns will be good. These need to go group 2 also. Cool. And all inside the military zone. Wait. Probably make the military zone a tiny bit larger also. Yeah, maybe in the future we'll pick a better naming convention for the robots. Something like flavors of ice cream. Boomstick. I have Ash already. We could have Boomstick also. Duke Nukem, that's good. Gage, Slug, Winchester. All amazing names. I'm gonna go with Duke Nukem. That's a property that's not yet been included here. And I played a whole bunch of that game as a child, and I felt bad about playing it, because there were definitely different kinds of strippers in that game. And Duke Nukem would say things like, what did he say? I don't remember now, but things that were somewhat scandalous and not exactly Victoria. And I was like, oh boy, if my parents see me play this one, naughty, naughty, naughty. It was something. It was something. Oh, my youth. Bawdy. That's right. It was very bawdy. He did say Shake It Baby. Alright, so I was thinking he said Shake It Baby, but I was then thinking that's what Agent Tanya said in Command and Conquer. Maybe Agent Tanya's line was actually a reference to Duke Nukem. I had no idea. Exactly, Klaus. Exactly. All these bawdy words. Video games are that bawdy these days. Except for maybe GTA. The Harrowing Edifice, or Harrowing Edifice. We build a lovely little monument. Build it in 13 days, defend it for 40 days. We get some honor. A person named Fred. Hello, Fred. How old are you? 36 years old. Nope, sorry. Or some goodwill. So it's not that big. Having more goodwill might be nice. As of right now, the Empire's plus 57 to us. Plus 57 means neutral. We get to, what is it, 80? No, 75 will become allied. You know what? Let's make the Empire love us. So we'll accept this quest for further goodwill. Any metal, any stones, 5 by 13. I'm hoping that will fit right here. If not, we'll dig out a little bit. Okay. So. Oh, you can't rotate. You can rotate it. Okay, cool. Sure. That looks nice. Hopefully no drop pod down here. Alright, better guns, better goods. Time for some turrets. We gotta make sure we have substantial enough steel coming in to keep turrets online. Now, substantial enough steel, we actually have to find some steel somewhere again, because I believe it's the case we've mined out all of it inside of our little nook here. Yep. There's steel on the floor here. We can send an old construction bot out to get all of that. Oh no, friends. End of stream is drawing nigh. Nearly teaching o'clock. These things are ancient fences. I have no idea what one gets off of ancient fences. They're made out of concrete posts. So maybe we'll get steel off of it. Today's topic in class is about ancient conceptions of love. There's two little stories in Plato about where love comes from, what love is. And so I don't have the students give me the obvious answer. I'm going to have to start class with playing What is Love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Because if I don't do that, I will say, so tell me, students, when you think, what is love? Well, exactly. And they'll go, oh, look, I'm clever. Baby, don't hurt me. Yeah. We're on to your jokes. All right. My favorite account of love from the ancient world is Aristophanes's in the Symposium. He's the one that puts forward the idea that once upon a time, all humans were hermaphroditic. Were both male and female, and they were jammed together in both parts. And so they got around by doing cartwheels because they had too many limbs, and so they just spun. And I don't exactly recall how they get broken apart, but Zeus gets very angry and breaks them apart and separates them. And so what love is the attempt to find the other half of yourself to return to your happy cartwheeling existence. Now, this assumes certain binaries, blah, 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 but it's a delightful little story. And there's some question whether Plato is putting this forward as satire or a joke or like a serious account, but it's kind of beautiful. And I think the way a lot of people think about love even today, you gotta find your other half for sure. All right, we got 1 minute left, friends. Let's go ahead and just make this out of so much granite, as we have so much granite. Granite for everything. Cool. Oh boy. When the time clicks over, when the clock clicks forward, my friends, the sad part's here. I've had a lot of fun today. For sure. Marcus agreed. Yeah, Hedwig's song about that is lovely. I like Hedwig, the music, quite a bit. I saw a video of the Neil Patrick Harris version a couple years back. Anyway, two things. Number one, an inventor named Carissa. Hello, inventor Carissa. Carissa explains it all at age 67. Abasia again, can't move, just kind of hangs out on the ground. Yeah, you're nothing to me, sorry. Alright friends, it is time for me to say goodbye. I had a lot of fun today. We're advancing this playthrough by dribs and drabs, very small improvement every day, but it is improving, it's going well. I'm having a heck of a fun time. I'm really hoping we can eventually do better mechs. It's just very, very slow getting to get there. It'll be really, really fun when we can, though. So hopefully on tomorrow's stream, we can make more progress. Tomorrow's my Saturday, but I will be here with you anyway. Plus some Friday night Rimworld, and that should be really, really fun. So thank you for being here. We should probably find somebody to raid host, somebody to share the love with. Thank you all you lovely people saying thank you for the stream. That feels very, very nice. I try to make it for your enjoyment, but it's nice when you say thank you also. Hey, look, it's me. Hello, Resorty. Who's playing Rimworld? No one popped out to me. Do any of you have good suggestions of a Rimworld player who's worth raid hosting? Someone with like decent fun stream, someone who's a lovely person. Mulp, thank you for gifting a sub to Marcus Deshade. I appreciate that a whole bunch. I will choose an absolutely random stream if there are no good suggestions. Some one viewer stream then. Avok? Yeah, we rated Avok recently. I want to try to spare on more. Etelix, hope that's how it's said. I do not know this person. It is a suggestion of a few of our chatters, so if it's a bad stream, not my fault. When you get there, please do give a hello friend, etc., etc., etc. This is one of the larger streamers with 854 viewers, so a little drop in the bucket, but should be nice anyway. Thanks a lot, gotta go. See ya, bye.